Welcome to the computational discussion on transfer pricing. So doon sa previous videos, we learned yung concept ng transfer pricing as the price na charge ng one department to another department, and these departments are within one organization only. So what is the objective of this transfer pricing? The primary objective of transfer pricing is to transform the cost centers into profit centers. So tinatransform niya yung mga cost generating departments into profit centers because pwede na siyang magbenta or mag-generate ng profit to add by selling its output to other departments. The secondary objective of transfer pricing is to save on cost. Diba? Kung instead of purchasing from outside supplier, baka pwede na doon ka na lang sa division or department na competitor ng outside supplier mo. So the logic here is yung final output kasi ng one department ay nagiging input ng another department. So instead na bibili ka sa outside suppliers, baka pwedeng doon na lang sa department na under sa iisang organization kasama ng department mo. So by looking at that, ano ang minamaximize ng concept ng transfer pricing is yung concept ng goal congruence. Sinasabi kasi sa goal congruence na one department ay nagma-maximize ng profit at nagmi-minimize ng cost. One department is also maximizing profit potential and minimizing cost, and dapat yung lahat ng departments in one organization are into one goal, which is to maximize the overall profit of the entire organization and to minimize the cost of the entire organization. So yun yung konsepto ng goal congruence versus yung tinatawag na sub-optimization. Itong sub-optimization naman na tinatawag, this is in contrast with goal congruence because under sub-optimization, only one department ang nagbe-benefit. Kumbaga, one department benefits at the expense of the other department. So in goal congruence, both departments ay nagbe-benefit. Kaya nga siya tinawag na sub-optimization because isang one part only of the organization is optimizing its profit potential. Okay. So let us move on yung basis of transfer pricing. So ano-ano ba ang basis ng transfer pricing? It can either be cost-based, it can be market-based, it can be negotiated. So itong cost-based, ibig sabihin the transfer price is based on cost. So ano-anong mga cost ito? Yung variable cost, full cost, and full production cost. So under cost-based, merong segregation between variable cost. So lahat ng variable cost lang ang ginagamit as the basis of the transfer price. Pag full cost transfer pricing ka naman, lahat ng cost kasama dyan. As long as lahat ng cost, production ay manufacturing or non-manufacturing. Kapag full production cost naman, yung mga manufacturing cost lang. Under market-based naman, the basis is on what is the prices set by the competitors, and negotiated, it depends on the circumstances of the transactions. So we have to illustrate here yung konsepto ng transfer pricing as a minimum and as a maximum. minimum and maximum transfer pricing. So let us segregate itong transfer pricing into maximum and minimum. So the general rule, so now we are setting the general rule in transfer pricing. So the general rule under transfer pricing is kapag maximum, this is the market price or the selling price of the product. Anong tinutukoy dito sa market price na ito? Kung magkano binibenta yung particular product na yon o yung output na yon in the market. So ganun siya. Kaya nga matatandaan mo dun sa discussion ang sabi, the maximum transfer price should not be higher than the maximum transfer price should not be higher the market price, kasi kung mas mataas ang iyong market price, ang iyong transfer price ay bibili na lang sa outside ang department, yung isang department sa organization mo. So dapat the maximum price should be the market price and below. Next, the minimum transfer price. So kapag tinatanong is the minimum transfer price, may dalawang segregation kasi dito. Kailangan mo munang i-identify yung capacity. So kapag minimum ang tinatanong on your board exam or on your examinations or kung saan mo man makakaharap itong transfer pricing, lagi mong tatandaan na kapag minimum ang tinatanong, you have to consider first yung capacity niyan. Kung meron bang excess capacity or with no excess. Sir, paano ba pag may excess capacity? Ibig sabihin lang ng excess capacity, for example, the company is operating at, halimbawa, ang capacity ng production ay 10,000, then ang outside sales or external sales ay 5,000. So, ibig sabihin, meron ka pang excess capacity na 5,000. So, yun yung ibig sabihin nun, excess capacity. Kung merong excess capacity, ibig sabihin, sa ano daw ang measure ng iyong transfer price, ng iyong minimum transfer price, that is the variable cost. So, yung variable cost mo lang ang iyong minimum transfer price. Yung fixed cost hindi kasali dahil kahit naman bumili ka sa labas or dito dito i-manufacture yan, ay may incur mo pa rin ang iyong fixed cost. Next, paano kapag ikaw ay without excess capacity? The rule is yung variable cost mo pa rin plus your loss, kumbaga the opportunity cost. How do you account for your opportunity cost? Edi ang iyong loss contribution margin, yung nawalang contribution margin sa iyo. So if you will look at this, tong variable cost plus contribution margin, this is essentially your this is essentially your selling price. But mas madali kasing intindihin kapag yung variable cost and the opportunity cost. Ito yung loss contribution margin, yung nawala sa'yo dahil, for example, dito, their capacity is 10,000, then ang outside sales mo, for example, ay 10,000 din. So, wala kang excess capacity. So, kung imbes na ibebenta mo sa labas, ay ibinenta mo na lang doon sa loob. So, ibig sabihin, mawawala sa iyo yung contribution margin na pwede mong ma-generate when you sell the output or the product outside. So, yun yung concept niya. So, yan. Variable cost plus the loss contribution margin. So, tandaan mo. So, i-recap lang natin. When we say the maximum transfer price, you get the market price or the selling price. Kapag minimum, kailangan mo malaman yung excess or no excess. Kapag may excess, variable cost. Kapag no excess, the variable cost plus the opportunity cost or the loss contribution margin. Okay. So, I think let's try solving problem. Okay. Let's try solving this problem, yung number 5. Ayan, I hope nakikita mo. Okay, for this transfer pricing, ang sabi, USECO companies, ignore muna yung mga notes ko dyan. USECO companies division I produces a small tool used by other companies as a key part in their products. Cost and sales data relating to the small tool given below. So, ang selling price 50, variable cost 30, fixed cost 12. Based on Aldayag Division's company capacity of 40,000 tools per year. So, 40,000 ang kanyang tools. So, dun muna tayo sa requirement kasi baka mamaya madali lang ito. 1. Determine the lower limit of the transfer price assuming. So, kapag sinabi nating lower limit, ito yung minimum transfer price. So, natatandaan mo, 'di ba? Kapag minimum transfer price ang sabi ko, i-check mo muna yung capacity kung meron, kung may excess or kung wala. On letter A, division has ample idle capacity. Ibig sabihin, meron siyang excess. So, merong idle kasi, ibig sabihin hindi nagagamit. So, meron siyang excess to handle all the division B's needs. So, kapag ang sabi kanina, kapag meron kang excess capacity, ano ang kukunin mo? The variable cost. So, what is the variable cost here? 30. So, for letter A, the answer is 30. For letter B naman, division A is presently selling all the tools it can produce to outside customers. So, presently selling all the tools to outside. Ibig sabihin, wala kang excess capacity dahil lahat binebenta mo sa outsider. So, kapag daw ganun, pag no excess, the variable cost plus the loss contribution margin is your minimum transfer price. So, asan ba ang variable cost dyan? 30 plus the loss contribution margin. Ang loss contribution margin mo is 50 minus 30, that is 20. So, 30 plus 20 or 30 plus 20 is 50. That is your minimum transfer price or basically your selling price. 50 lang din siya. Okay, let's move. Number 2. From the standpoint of the entire company, should the division B purchase the tools from division A, which is operating at capacity, or from outside supplier, and why? So, ang tinatanong na dito is yung company profits na, the entire kumbaga, yung magiging decision at the standpoint of the entire company. So, yung entire company, cover niya yung division A at division B. Should the division B purchase the tools from the division A? So, basahin pa natin yung data. Dito tayo sa next paragraph. The company's division B is introducing a new product that will use a tool as the one produced by Division A. So, merong product na ginagawa si Division B at kailangan niya as material doon yung Division A output. An outside supplier ay has quoted the Division B a price of 48 per tool. So, may outside supplier na magbebenta sana kay B ng 48. Division B would like to purchase tools from Division A. So, dahil nasa isang organization sila, gusto sana ni B na i-prioritize yung tools ni Division A if an acceptable transfer price can be worked out. So, let us analyze the scenario. How do we analyze this? Una, tingnan muna natin yung condition kapag bumili outside. Kung bibili ka outside, halimbawa si B, bibilin niya itong 48 na naka-indicate dito. Kung bibilin niyan outside ni B, ay ano ba ang cost sa kanya? O di 40,000, wait lang, check natin. From the standpoint, should division B purchase the tools from division A? So, halimbawa ay bibilin daw ni B from outside. So, outside, unahin muna natin yung outside. So, outside supplier, kung outside supplier yan, 48 times 40,000. 1,920,000. Ito yon. Kung bibili ni B outside, so 40,000 yung number of tools times 48. So kung sa bibili niya sa outsider, ang cost ay 1,920,000. Since ang tinitingnan dito is the standpoint of the entire company, i-check mo din kung anong magiging effect noon kay A. So kung bibili si B kay A, kung bibili si B sa outside supplier, ano ang effect kay A? Walang magiging effect yan kay A dahil continuous lang din siyang magpo-produce ng kanyang product. So 40,000 times 20. Bakit 20? Because this is your contribution margin, 50 minus 30. Remember, you are analyzing the benefit and the cost. Sir, bakit yung fixed cost hindi na natin kino-consider? Because kahit na bumili pa si B sa outside or bumili siya kay A, ay may incur pa rin yan. So, this is irrelevant in the decision purposes. So, 40 times 20 is 800,000. Ibig sabihin, ito ang kikitain ni A kapag continuous siya ng pagpuproduce, 800,000. Ito naman ang gagastusin ni B kapag bumili siya sa outside supplier. So, anong effect niyan? Since this is a cost and this is a benefit, anong gagawin mo dyan? 1,920,000 minus 800. So, 1,120,000 ang loss. So, ito siya. 1,120,000 ang loss kapag bumili sa outsider si B. Paano naman kapag binili ni B yung part na ginagawa, yung tool na ginagawa ni A? Okay. So magkano yan ibebenta ni A kay B? Magkano yan ibebenta ni A kay B? Ibebenta yan ni A kay B at, dahil ang sabi dito is division A is operating at capacity, ibig sabihin kung nag-ooperate ka at capacity, ikaw ay walang excess capacity. So ano na ang rule natin kapag walang excess capacity? Ibebenta mo yan at 50 pesos. So, kung ibebenta mo yan ng 50 pesos, ay, kung ibebenta mo yan at 50 pesos, yan ay hindi bibilin ni B. Bakit hindi bibilin ni B yan? Dahil si outside supplier ay 48. Papansin mo, sabi niya dito, outside suppliers quoted division before 48. Remember, at the point of view ni B, tinitingnan niya yung outside supplier at saka itong inside production. So kung sa outside ay 48, tapos ibebenta mo sa akin yan ng 50, malamang ay doon ako bibili sa labas. So dahil because of that, ibebenta na lang yan ni A at 48. Remember yung konsepto ng maximum transfer price, the concept of the upper limit, yung maximum transfer price, it should not be more than the lowest market price. So yung 48 is the lowest market price, kaya 48 lang yan bibilin ni B. So 40,000 times 48 is 1,920,000. So dahil si A, binenta niya yan ng 48 sa'yo, ano ang effect niyan sa contribution margin ni A? 48 minus 30, ang variable cost is 18. So 40,000 times 18, that is 720. 40 times 18, 720,000. So this is the benefit kay A and this is the cost for B. So 1,920,000 minus 720 is 1,200,000. 1,200,000 ang loss under scenario na bibilin yung tool kay Division A. So looking at the loss, ano ang magiging decision mo? Your decision would be to buy outside dahil mas maliit ang magiging loss mo dito, 1,120,000, dito 1,200,000. So the answer for number 2 is to buy outside because of a lower loss at 1,120,000 compared dun sa 1,200,000 kapag binili mo yan kay Division A. Okay, next, number 3. Assume that the division requires 10,000 tools per year and the Division A is presently selling 36,000 tools per year to outside customers. Determine the lower limit of the transfer price. Lower limit. Okay, ano bang sinasabi dito? Si Division B daw ay kailangan niya ng 10,000 tools. Si Division A ay nagbebenta na ngayon kay outside supplier ng 36,000. Ilan ba ang capacity niya? Ito, 40,000 lang ang capacity ni Division A. So let us analyze this. So kung 40,000 ang capacity ni Division A at ngayon ay nagbebenta na siya sa outsider ng 36,000, ibig sabihin itong 4,000 na lang ang iyong excess capacity. So kung 4,000 na lang ang excess capacity, okay, balik tayo doon sa rule. Kapag meron kang excess capacity, magkano ano ang iyong transfer price? The variable cost. So itong 4,000 pesos ay 4,000 tools na ito ay pwede mong ano bang tinatanong dito? The lower limit of the transfer price, yung minimum. So kung yan ay pwede mo siyang bilhin at variable cost, yung 4,000. So 4,000 ay pwedeng bilhin at variable cost na 30. Next, dahil 10,000 ang kailangan niyang bilhin, merong 6,000 pa na balanse. So itong 6,000 na to ay no excess capacity na to. So the rule is kapag no excess capacity ay the variable cost plus the loss contribution margin, kasi opportunity cost, imbis na ibenta sa outside ni A ay ibebenta na lang niya sa yung Division B. So magkano niya bibilin yan? At 50 pesos because that is your loss contribution margin. Yung 50 pesos na yan. Yan yung mawawala sa kapag ibinenta niya sa iyo. So 6,000 times 50. Yan. So ang tinatanong dito is the lower limit of the transfer price. So dahil the lower limit of the transfer price ang tinatanong, hindi naman pwedeng dalawang transfer price ito. Para dun sa 4,000 ay 30, sa 6,000 ay 50. So you have to get one transfer price for both para doon sa lahat na 10,000 tools. So you just have to multiply this. 4,000 times 30 is 120,000. 6,000 times 50 is 300,000. So 120 plus 300 is 420,000. I-divide mo lang doon sa total tools na requirement niya, 10,000. 420 divided 10 is 42 per unit. So this will be the minimum transfer price for this condition on item number 3. So this is the answer, 42 per unit yung transfer price. So I think that ends the discussion on the computational part of transfer pricing. So kung meron kang question, pwede kang mag-comment doon sa mismong online classroom or doon sa group chat. Okay, thank you.